Welcome to BaseballGuys.com. I'm Ray Flowers. Slow end of the first full week of January. Not a lot to report, but I thought I'd give a few updates on what's going on in the world of baseball. One of the bigger stories right now is Joel Pineiro, who's probably the top arm on the market still, looking for that big 3-year, $30 million deal. Doesn't look like he's going to get anything remotely approaching that. The Mets, who he's long been rumored to be interested in and who've had interest in him, are looking more at a Jason Marquis type deal for Pineiro, something along the lines of 2 years, $15 million. Either Pineiro's going to have to lower his demands or he's going to have to find another team. Just doesn't look like anyone out there is going to be willing to pay him all that money. Had a tremendous season last year, fantastic ability to keep the ball on the ground, didn't walk anyone. Chance of a repeat is pretty small. I think the Mets are if they stick to their guns, will be making the right decision here. Next, we've got Aroldis Chapman. The big lefty from Cuba throws 100 miles an hour. A lot of teams have been rumored into the mix. People thought it was going to be a Red Sox-Yankees showdown for his services because of the cost. Turns out that doesn't look like it's going to be the case. At this moment, nothing's official, but it appears the Toronto Blue Jays, of all teams, are in the lead for his services. Looks like the Blue Jays have offered him something like a 5-year, $23 million deal. Again, nothing's set in stone here. We're still waiting for clarification on it. But the Blue Jays might just be on the cusp of landing a 100-mile-an-hour throwing lefty. Not a lot of those to go around. Next guy in the news, Vlad Guerrero wants a 2-year deal. The team he's been most closely linked to, Texas Rangers, offering a 1-year deal. Well, maybe they are, maybe they aren't. A lot of back and forth about what the deal is. The bottom line is there hasn't been much movement there. The two sides are still apparently interested in one another, but nothing's going to come, of this weekend. We'll be looking at least next week before we get any clarification on the Vlad Guerrero deal. And then finally, Brett Myers signs a 1-year deal with a 1-year extension on it with the Astros. Good signing for the Astros. Looks like they're going to give him a chance to start. The big concern with Myers, who throws low 90s with the hammer curveball, is that he gives up so many home runs. Last year he was over 2.25 home runs per 9 innings. His career mark is 1.325. Not a good mark. Not a good match for the ballpark there, Minute Maid, with the Astros. If he can lower his home run rate, keep the ball in the yard, he could end up being a very successful end of the rotation starter for the Astros.